In the quiet village of Umadim, where ancestral drums beat softly at dusk and moonlight touches every rooftop with sacred lights, lived a man named Obinna. Handsome, wealthy, and well-respected, Obinna was a man every villager admired, and every mother hoped her daughter would marry. Obinna had 2 wives. Nena, his first, was a strong, dignified woman who had stood beside him when he had nothing. She bore him children, tilled the earth with him, and knew every scar on his soul. His second wife, Ifeoma, was different. Mysterious. Beautiful in a way that made people stop and stare, skin like bronze, eyes that flickered like fireflies. She arrived suddenly one market day, and within weeks, Obinna made her his bride. No one knew her people. No one asked. But the whispers had begun. Though the compound was quiet, the air was thick with tension. Nena moved with silent restraint, her smile strained. Ifeoma smiled easily, too easily, and sometimes, when she thought no one was watching, she would hum songs no one had ever heard. One night, Obinna dreamt he was walking through a dark forest, chased by 2 shadows. A voice, ancient and slow, whispered from the trees, 1 woman, 2 shadows. Obinna, choose. He awoke gasping for breath, drenched in sweat, his heart racing like a gem drum. The next morning, Nena stood in the kitchen hut and watched Ifeoma from across the fire. "Where do you go at night, Ifeoma?" she asked, her tone firm. "I go only where I'm called," Ifeoma replied, her voice soft, her smile strange. "Some things are not for your eyes." That day, Obinna went to the oldest man in the village, Elder Daikocha, who sat beneath the iroko tree, his eyes white with age but sharp with wisdom. "Papa," Obinna said, kneeling, "my home is no longer at peace. I see things I cannot explain." The elder's voice was low and gravelly. "One of your wives walks with 2 spirits. One is not hers. You must watch. You must choose. Before she chooses for you." That night, Obinna followed Ifeoma. She left the compound barefoot, wrapped in a red cloth, and walked deep into the forest. He stayed in the shadows as she approached a shrine built of stones, bones, and ash. Kneeling before a glowing mask, she whispered, "I have done what you asked. Let me stay a little longer." He suspects nothing. Obinna stumbled back in shock. She was no ordinary woman. She belonged to something else. He ran home and told Nena everything. She listened in silence, then turned and entered her room. When she came out, her hands were stained with red earth, and her eyes burned with purpose. "If she took your soul," Nena said quietly, "then I will take it back." As the red moon rose above Umadim, the 2 wives met in the center of the compound. The air was still. Ifeoma's body began to change, her eyes glowed, her fingers elongated, and her voice cracked like breaking wood. "He is mine," she howled. "His soul was promised to me." Nena stood firm, holding a charm made of cowrie shells, ash, and bone. "You were never wife. You were never woman. Return to the place that birthed your lies." Light exploded from the charm, striking Ifeoma in the chest. She screamed, a sound not of this world, and vanished into dust carried by the wind. By dawn, the village was silent. Ifeoma was gone. The elders never spoke of her again. Obinna sat beneath the mango tree, alone. Nena walked past him without a word, her face blank. He whispered to himself, "She's gone, but why do I still feel empty?" And the wind answered, not with words, but with silence.